Welcome to the game room, and this is Digital Diamond Baseball's best versus worst Game 7. That's right, you heard it. The worst team has brought the best team to 7 games. We are in Oakland Coliseum. If you look here, you can see that we won soundly 10-3. The player of the game was Jimmy Fox with 4 for 5 and 1 homer, and the pitching stellar performance by Benton, 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, and just 1 run. We pounded Dennis Eckersley. They exhausted him, so I don't know what they're going to do today if they need him. That was a huge mistake on their part. But before we get started, please hit that like and subscribe to get notified when I upload future videos as I continue best versus worst. But instead of doing 7 games, not just 7 games, I'm going to do best of 1, winner take all of Hall of Fame pitchers against each other from different eras as well. So anyways, with that out of the way, let's head on into the next day. Game 7, the crowds are rolling in. The atmosphere is so thick you could cut it with a knife, and let's play ball. Okay, so let's get to the lineups here. So I will continue to control the worst team, Philadelphia Athletics, versus and let the computer control the best team. I believe this is a matchup from Game 1, Turbeville versus Mike Moore. I wonder if we can see that here. Previous day, Kurt Young, Bob Welch won. Yeah, Mike Moore. No days, no games. You've reached the start of the schedule. Okay, so day 1 was, we won opening day game 1, and then they won game 2, which was Mike Moore. So they're throwing their best pitcher at us right now because they're desperate. And I don't know what they're going to do for relievers. But we're going to find out. Maybe they won't need it and they're just going to pound us. But anyways, let's get in there. I'm excited to see what happens. All right, so I will control them, the game, and you will control the AI will control the Athletics. So, for our starting lineup, our underdog, bottom dweller, 1935 Oakland Philadelphia Athletics, we have again Rabbit Worsler, the right-handed batter at second base. We have Eric McNair, shortstop. Jimmy Fox at first base, who was the player of the game last time. Bob Johnson in center field. Pinky Higgins at third base on the hot corner. Doc Kramer in left field. Charlie Berry at catcher. And Lou Finney in right field. And on the hill is Bill Dietrich. For our world champion Oakland Athletics, we have Stan Javier at right field. Mike Gallego back in shortstop instead of the Walt Weiss. Left field, of course, is always Ricky Henderson. Third base on the hot corner is, as always, Carney Lansford. Mark McGuire, the staple at first base. Terry Steinbach, the solid catcher behind the plate. Dave Henderson, as always, in center field. Glenn Hubbard at second base this time. And on the mound is Mike Moore. Let's head on in and play ball. I do have sound turned off, but I'm going to turn it back on and see if it's working again. I am playing on a MacBook, and there is an issue on the Macintosh with sound that the developers are working on, but it works just fine on Windows. Let's play some ball. So, just a quick reminder that this game allows customization. You can import players' faces. I put the link in the description on how to do that. You can also import the stadium so you can look at the actual field instead of just some generic field that they provide you with. And the crowd is settled in, and we are ready for the opening pitch of Game 7. Up to bat is Worsler. Worsler on the season batted .250 with 7 triples, 3 homers, and 20 doubles. On the mound is Mike Moore, who went 19-11 in 35 games. He completed 6 games. He had a 2.61 ERA, no saves. He had 172 strikeouts to 83 walks, a 1.14 whip, and yeah, I think that's it. So let's start. The first pitch. The windup and the pitch from Moore, and it's a line drive to center field, but unfortunately Ricky Henderson is there and he makes the catch for the first out. Yes, I am biased. I'm rooting for the Philadelphia Athletics. Come on. Let's knock Moore out of the game early if we can, guys. And there it is. Another fly ball to center field. Dave Henderson, I think I might have said Ricky. Dave Henderson is getting warmed up out there. Getting some early action. Mike Moore now facing Jimmy Fox. Wind up in the pitch, and he walks him. 2-out walk to Jimmy Fox. That brings up Bob Johnson, who on the season went .299 with 28 home runs. The wind up in the pitch from Mike Moore. He checks the runner back at first. He throws it over there, but Fox gets back easily. Now Moore is paying attention to the batter. The wind up in the pitch. And then he hits it on the ground to shortstop. Where he flips it over to Gallego. Whoa, hold on a second. Hits on the ground. He bobbles it and will have no play. Wow. All right, so we have an error in the opening start to the 7th game. That brings up now Higgins, who on the season went .296 with 32 doubles himself. And grounded to third, fielded by Carney Lansford, and he is going to end any type of threat. So, with 2 men left on base, we head to the bottom of the first. Leading off is Stan Javier. He went .248 on the season. And he strikes out. Nice way to start by Bill Dietrich. Bill Dietrich on the season went 7-13 in 43 games. He pitched 8 complete games. He started 15 games. He had a 5.39 ERA. He had 3 saves. He had 59 strikeouts to 101 walks. God, I'm just transposing numbers all over the place this morning. And the whip of 1.64, which sounds terrible, but it's one of the better ones on the team. Okay. Wind up in the pitch to Mike Gallego. Ooh, and he shoots it into center field, and it gets past Johnson for a double. Gallego stands safely on second. That brings up Ricky Henderson, who went .294 on the season, but he had 7, where's his stolen bases? 30, no, that's strikeouts. 52 stolen bases, only caught 6 times. Gallego takes the lead from second, the windup in the pitch, and that's a base hit into center field. Ricky Henderson is on first. Mike Gallego moves over to third base. Not looking good for our team here at the bottom of the first. The crowd's getting excited. Carney Lansford steps up to the plate. Wind up in the pitch. And he fly ball to center field. Johnson is there. He makes the catch. Gallego is heading for the plate. A good throw by Johnson, and he scores. So it was a good throw, not a great throw. Okay, Ricky Henderson holds up at first. That is 2 away, and the Oakland Athletics take an early lead, 1-0. Mark McGuire steps into the box, wind up in the pitch, and he goes down swinging. I could feel the whiff up here in up in the press box. He missed by a mile. Okay, sorry, I needed a sip there. That brings up Doc Kramer. From the season went .332. He had 37 doubles, 4 triples, and 3 home runs. Mike Moore settles in. You wind up, and the pitch. Ooh, and it's a base hit by Kramer into right field. Javier holds him to a single. Nice way to start off the second inning, guys. Now that steps up to the plate is Barry Charlie. We haven't seen much of him, to be honest with you, but the coach put him in. Batting .253 on the season, 3 triples and 3 homers and 7 doubles. Let's see what he can do here against the mighty Mike Moore. The wind up in the pitch. Ooh, and it's a ground ball to short. Fielded by Diego, he throws to Hubbard for the out. But no double play, so just one aside. Finney, the left-handed batting Finney, steps up to the plate. He batted .273 on the season with 6 triples and 11 doubles. Wind up in the pitch for Moore. And it's grounded to second base, fielded there by Hubbard, and he throws to Gallego for the out. Again, they can't turn two. So the quick hustling by Finney saves off a ending double play. Now that brings up Bill Dietrich, the pitcher, who had just 5 hits on the season. 2 of them were doubles. The windup in the pitch. Not today, folks. That is a fly ball to right field. Javier is there to end the side. We head to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Oakland Athletics. Terry Steinbach steps up to the plate. He batted .273 on the season. He had 13 doubles and 7 home runs. And not today, he grounds out to shortstop to McNair. 1 away. Now up to bat is Dave Henderson, who had an average season, batting .250, but he had 15 homers. Fly ball to center field, going way back, but that is not going to go out of there. Johnson brings it in at the warning track for the second out of the inning. Glenn Hubbard steps up now. He only had a .198 average. Hit weakly to third base, fielded by Higgins, and 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the third. Oakland Athletics still leading 1-0. We head to the top of the order. Oh, I said bottom of the third. I can't. Man. Well, forgive me. It's 3 o'clock in the morning here. All right, so that was the Oakland Athletics. 3 up, 3 down. Worslow steps into the plate now, the top of the third. He's 0 for 1 today. Ooh, and he cranks it to second base, but is fielded by Hubbard and flips it to McGuire, 1 away. That brings up Eric McNair, shortstop. He is 0 for 1 today as well. And he rounds out the shortstop, fielded by Gallego, easily flips it to McGuire, 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Jimmy Fox, a right-handed batter, steps into the box, stares Mike Moore down, the windup in the pitch. Oh, and he strikes him out. Mike Moore won that battle. 3 up, 3 down. Headed to the bottom of the third now. The Oakland Athletics send Mike Moore to the plate. This is a pitcher's duel so far. I know it's early, but I'll take it, considering how it's gone back and forth. 1 away. Mike Moore goes down swinging. Stan Javier steps up to the plate now. Bottom of the third, 1 out. Ooh, and he rocks a single into left field. Kramer's there to prevent him from getting a double. Good play by Kramer. Javier takes his lead at first. Wind up in the pitch from Dietrich to Gallego, who hits it hard, but it's a line drive out to left field. Over is Kramer. Oh, and he drops the ball. It's an error on Kramer. You dummy. Oh, man. That's been part of our woes, too. Our pitching hasn't been too bad, but we've had, well, it's been bad, but it hasn't been helped by our fielding errors either. So both sides have an error. Let's see if it costs the Philadelphia Athletics. Dietrich winds up and pitches. Ooh, and he walks him on 4. He's just got the bases loaded now. The very dangerous Carney Lansford. He is 0 for 1 today. Wind up in the pitch. Ooh, and it's a ground ball to Dietrich. Back to the pitcher. He throws to the plate. Gallego advances to third. Ooh, good play by Dietrich. If he feels the team can't help him behind him, he's going to have to do it himself. 2 away now. Bases loaded. Brings up the ever-dangerous Mike McGuire, the big batter, the Bash brother. Oh my gosh, he hits a single into center field. That brings in at least 1. We'll see if Ricky can stretch it out. No, yes, he does. That's 2 runs in. A 2-run single by Mark McGuire. Oakland Athletics, our world champions, are off to a strong lead. Quick start, 3-0. Wind up in the pitch. And it's a grounder to shortstop. McNair fields it nicely and ends the threat. But not before Oakland gets 2 runs. We head to the top of the fourth now. Our underdogs are trailing 3-0. Heart of our order, Johnson, Higgins, and Kramer. Johnson is 0 for 1 today. Facing Mike Moore for the second time. The wind up in the pitch. Ooh. Darn, it's a high pop up to third base. Easy out for Lansford, 1 away. Brings up Higgins, who is also 0 for 1 today. The wind up in the pitch. Oh, shucks. That is a high pop up to second base. 2 pop outs to start the inning. That brings up Doc Kramer, who's got our only hit. Let's see what he can do. Wind up in the pitch. Oh, and he extends his hitting streak. He's 2 for 2. Well, actually, he extended his hitting streak the last time he was up, so you get my point. He gets the second hit of the game for the woeful Athletics. Now up to bat is Charlie Berry. Well, we'll see what he can do. had a subpar season at batting .253. He's 0 for 1 today. The windup in the pitch. Oh, he gets a base hit. And Kramer's going to score. We finally get on the board. And I missed that, folks. Henderson bobbled the ball. So there was an error which allowed him to get to third. Okay. All right, so now we've got 2 outs. We got stuff brewing here, folks. We got 2 outs. Berry at first. Finney batting. He's 0 for 1. But he had a good season at .273. Let's see if he can do something here. He had 11 doubles on the season, 6 triples. Wind up in the pitch? No. Mike Moore is concerned about the runner at first. Now he's pitching. Ooh, struck hard. It's a fly ball to left field. Henderson is there, and he makes a catch. So that ends the side, but not before our Philadelphia Athletics get 1 run. Head to the bottom of the 4th, 3-1. It's getting more interesting now, folks. Dave Henderson steps up to the box. He's 0 for 1 today. And there's his first hit of the game. Hits it to Dietrich, but he'll have to hurry, but it's not in time. Throws too late. Infield single by Dave Henderson. Hate those cheap little shots. And there's the pitch. It's grounded to the third, fielded by Higgins. He throws to Warsaw for the out. So we can only get 1. That leaves Hubbard at first. And now Mike Moore, the pitcher, is up. Hopefully we can get him to ground into a double play. Now he goes down swinging. I'll take it, though. It's better than a base hit. 2 away now. Head to the top of the order, Stan Javier, who is 1 for 2 today. Hubbard is edging off first. Dietrich ignores him to wind up in the pitch, and he strikes out Javier to end the threat and decide. We head to the top of the 5th, 3-1 Oakland Athletics. That brings up Bill Dietrich. Well, I don't expect much from him. Let's see, but maybe. I've seen stranger things happen. Wind up in the pitch. Nope. That is a grounder to second base, and Hubbard's not going to screw that one up. 1 away. Top of the order now. Worsler steps up, who's 0 for 2. The wind up in the pitch for Moore. High pop up to the catcher. 2 away now. 2 up, 2 down. McNair steps in. He's 0 for 2 today. The pitch from Moore. And 3 up, 3 down as he grounds out to shortstop. We head now to the bottom of the 5th. Brings up Mike Gallego, who is 1 for 2 today with the double and 2 runs. The pitch from Dietrich. Oh, and Gallego goes down swinging. Corkscrewed him into the dirt. 1 away. Ricky Henderson up now. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Not today, folks. He grounds out to second base, fielded by Worsler. Dietrich is getting tired out there. He's throwing 80 pitches in just 4 2/3 innings. This might be his last inning, folks. He faces Carney Lansford, who gets a base hit into center field. 2 out single now. Mark Guire steps up to a very tired Dietrich. Wind up in the pitch from him. Oh, struck solidly. Fly ball to left field. Kramer's going back to the warning track, but he makes a catch to end the set, to end the side. Head to the top of the 6th now. Fox, Johnson, and Higgins coming up. Fox is 0 for 1 with the walk. Mike Moore is looking pretty comfortable out there for now. The wind up in the pitch for Moore. Oh, and Fox slaps a double into right center field. Javier fields it, throws it in, and keeps Fox to second base. Great way to start the 6th inning. Leadoff double. That brings up Bob Johnson, who is 0 for 2 today. Fox has taken his lead. The pitch from Moore. Fly ball to left field. Henderson there, and he makes the catch for the out. Moore is now looking a little tired out there. He's shaking his arm out as he walks around the mound. He stares down Higgins, who steps in. He's 0 for 2 today. The wind up in the pitch from Moore. Look out, the pitch is way too high, and he gets away from Steinbach. Oh, a wild pitch from Moore, showing more signs of being too tired out there. That means Fox moves up to third base. We've got a 1 out and runner in scoring position. Higgins steps back into the box. Moore stares down the batter, the windup in the pitch. And a high pop up to the catcher. That's not going to get you a run, guys. Come on, man. Kramer steps up now with 2 outs. He's 2 for 2. Let's see if he can go 3 for 3. We really need a base hit now. Come on, Doc. Wind up in the pitch from Moore. Ooh, and he hits Kramer in the back. That's got to hurt. We've got runners in the corners now. Barry steps up, who's 1 for 2. They're leaving more in there. Yes, they are. The windup in the pitch. Oh, what a way to kill a threat, guys. We had our chance to come back. All right, that brings Dietrich up on the mound, who's tired. He's sitting on 87 pitches. He's facing Terry Steinbach, who's 0 for 2. The windup in the pitch, and he gets a base hit out into right field. Leadoff single. It brings up Dave Henderson. We are facing the bottom of the order, so we'll let Dietrich pitch a little bit longer. One more batter, perhaps. Windup in the pitch. The umpire is signaling catcher's interference on Berry. Oh my gosh, that is not a way to do it, folks. Okay, I think, the AI control, I screwed up. The AI controlled, I accidentally set the AI to control the pitching chambers, which I would have brought Doc Lieber in anyways, but I want to see if there's a way I can change that here. Edit managers. Edit human. Quick watch. Please wait. No, I don't want that. Okay. Anyways, I don't want that. All right. So that ended the threat. We head to the bottom of the 6. I screwed up. Let me try this again. Human, computer human. Human, watch. Okay. All right. So we got Mike Moore up to bat. And I still screwed this up. So he goes down swinging. Let me figure this out. I haven't screwed. The previous 6 games, I had this all right. Edit managers. Human, computer. No, I want the computer to manage them, but I want to manage the pitching. Okay, Mike Moore steps up. I got to change this back. So do I have it here? Let's see if I have control. We've got human, computer, human. I think I got this. Okay, let's swing away. Finney steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. Ooh, he takes 4 balls from Mike Moore. I wonder if Mike Moore is the computer human. Let me see. Edit managers. Computer human. I think I screwed this up. We're going to let it play out. Regardless, it's made the right changes. Now Mike Moore is in there. I got to take Mike Moore out. I don't want this game to get screwed up. So I'm going to control both sides then. So we're going to take Mike Moore out. And even though I want the Philadelphia Athletics to win, I'm going to play both sides fairly. So Eckersley is too tired. He's not going to come in just yet. Well, Jim Corsi, 1.18, we will bring him in for Mike Moore. All right, let's get back to this game. Corsi steps in, faces Warsaw. Worsler is 0 for 3 today. The windup in the pitch. We've got Lieber at first. And fly ball to center field. Henderson there. He makes the catch for the out. We've got Lieber and Finney on. 2 on. And I am going to see if I can fix this one more time. Human, computer. There we go. Okay, so McNair is up. Corsi's pitching. First and second. And it's fly ball to left field. Henderson's there, and he makes the catch for the out. That's 2 away now as we head to Jimmy Fox, not head to. Jimmy Fox steps up to the plate facing Jim Corsi. The windup in the pitch. Oh boy. Grounded to first base. McGuire fields it. That ends the threat. We've had many times we could have scored and they've just blown it. They have not had clutch hitting today. They've had clutch pitching. Okay, so Mike Gallego steps up to the box and facing Doc Lieber. Or Dutch Lieber, sorry. The windup in the pitch from Lieber. Fly ball to right field. Finney is there, and he makes the out. So, just to give you some numbers, Dutch Lieber had a 3.09 ERA, 1 win, 1 loss in game started one, but 18 games. He had 2 saves, 14 strikeouts, 19 walks, and 46 innings. He had a 1.37 whip, which is pretty good for this team. In the postseason now, Ricky Henderson is batting .333. He's 1 for 2 today, and he goes down swinging. Lieber blows it by him. That's 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. We've got Carney Lansford stepping up to the plate. He was 1 for 2 with an RBI. Winding up in the pitch from Lieber. And that's a base hit, folks, out into back to the pitcher. He beats out an infield single. Darn it. I really could have used that one. Here comes Mark McGwire. With one swing of the bat, he can put this game out of reach the way we're playing today. And there it is, folks. I shouldn't have said it. Deep fly ball, center field. That is not coming back. That could be your game winner right there, the way our hitting is going today. That's a 2-run homer by Mark McGwire. That extends the lead 5-1. Shake it off, Dutch. Shake it off, Dutch. Bear down. Let's get Terry Steinbach out and head into the 8th and see if our team can come back. And the game froze because I had the sound on. So I'm going to pause and come back, and we will finish the game without the rest of the sound. And we're back. We have no sound, so we don't have the sound of the crowd, the dice rolling, or the crack of the bat. But that's fine. So we've got Dutch facing Terry Steinbach. The game left off exactly where we picked up exactly where we left off. We've got 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, 2 runs in on a home run by McGwire. And that is a fly ball to center field to end the side. We head to the top of the 8th. Our world champion Oakland Athletics ahead 5-1. We have had our chances, but we've missed some key opportunities along the way. Should be closer than it is, but unfortunately it's not. So Bob Johnson steps in, and he rocks a ground ball to Mark McGwire, who fields it and gets the first out. That's 1 away. We've got Pinky Higgins, who's 0 for 3 today. The windup in the pitch from Jim Corsi. Fly ball to center field. Henderson there. 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Doc Kramer, who's 2 for 2 today with the double. Stares down Jim Corsi. The windup in the pitch. Hard ground ball to third base line. Over the bag. Can't get to it. That is a double for Doc Kramer. Kramer perched out on second. Barry steps up to the plate, who's 1 for 3 today. A windup in the pitch from Corsi. Line drive to center field. That ends the threat. So we head to the bottom of the 8th. Dave Henderson leads off, followed by Hubbard, and I doubt Jim Corsi will bat. A windup in the pitch from Henderson. From Lieber to Henderson. And it's a line drive to center field. Johnson is there and makes the catch. That brings up Glenn Hubbard, who is 0 for 3 today. Wind up in the pitch from Lieber, who's looking pretty strong out there. Not laboring. Oh, and Hubbard goes down swinging. That brings up Jim Corsi. He was looking a little tired. I think we will let him. No, we're gonna let him. We're gonna let him bat. Wind up in the pitch from Corsi. We're going to leave him out there to pitch because our best pitcher is tired. That ends the threat. Jim Corsi is back out on the mound. We head to the top of the 9th. Corsi will face Finney, probably a pinch hitter, and then Worsler. So let's see what he can do against Finney, who is 0 for 2 today. Wind up in the pitch. Ground to the third base. Fielded by Lansford, 1 away. Dutch Lieber is not going to bat. We're going to throw up, hopefully, our best hitter available. Boy, oh boy. Well, I wouldn't mind having a lefty up there. I don't want this. This thing's in my way. How stupid. This thing's blocking my way from... let me see. Wally Moses has been one of our better hitters, 325. He's actually done well as a pinch hitter. Let's bring him in. All right, Jim Corsi staring down Wally Moses, wind up in the pitch. And that's a base hit out in the right field. So they bring out Jim Corsi. So good, the computer was controlling that, so I don't feel bad. That brings up Eric Plunk, because like I said, they blew Eckersley's arm out in the last game, so he's tired. Eric Plunk on the season pitched In 23 games, he had 1 save, 1 win, 1 loss. He had a 2.2 ERA, 24 strikeouts to 12 walks, just 7 earned runs, and a 1.01 whip. He now comes in, he faces Worsler, top of the order. Worsler is 0 for 4 today. He's due for a hit. Moses takes his lead, the windup in the pitch, and 4 balls. All right, so we've got 1 out, 2 men on now. We got something going here, guys. McNair steps up. McNair's 0 for 4. You are due for a hit, McNair. Wind up in the pitch from Plunk. And that's a single. We might get a run here, folks. It's into left field, Ricky Henderson. So that prevents a run from coming in because they're not going to test the arm of Ricky. So we've got bases loaded. Jimmy Fox, who on the season had 36 home runs. With 1 swing of the bat, he can tie this game. Oh my gosh, folks. I've got goosebumps going right now. The bases are loaded. Plunk is struggling. The windup in the pitch. Ground ball to Gallego. Oh, that hurts. That hurts bad. But they get this. We get a run. We do get a run. So there's 2 outs. No, wait a second. The run did not advance. Darn it. They threw him out at home. I thought we got the run. I don't like the call by the ump. But anyways, Johnson steps up. He had 28 home runs. So he can also tie this game up with 1 swing of the bat. Plunk could end the game and win the championship right here, folks. Wind up in the pitch. No, he walks in a run. So now the runners move up. Then they said they've had enough of that. They bring in the Eck. He's not too tired, but he doesn't have much gas left in him. So bases loaded. A double could tie the game. He's facing Higgins, who had 23 home runs on the season and 32 doubles. He's the man that we want up there. If this is the guy who can come back and change this game, the wind up in the pitch from Eckersley. And there it is, folks. Grounder to third base, fielded by Lansford, and that will do it. The threat is over. The final score, Oakland wins the series against the Philadelphia Athletics 5-2, but not without concern. They barely squeaked past the worst team in history. It just goes to show you that times have changed over the course of history. I mean, the pitching and batting back then can hold their own against world champions 50-something years later. It's a different game. And so anyways, that was exciting. I had a lot of fun doing this series. I'm going to do another one where I'm going to give you a sneak peek. I'm going to take Cy Young, his best year, which was 1901, and pit him against Roger Clemens, the 1986 Cy Young award-winning Roger Clemens. So that'll be exciting to see which pitcher can outduel each other. So stay tuned. That's why you got to click the like and subscribe to get notified when I come back with that game soon. So there you have it, folks. The 1989 Oakland Athletics have taken it from the Philadelphia Athletics at home. The player of the game is Mark McGwire. He did put it out of reach with that home run. Mike Moore, again, is the pitcher of the game. That's his second one of this series. In fact, I think he's the MVP of the 7-game series. He pitched 2 spectacular games. So congratulations to Mike Moore. And there you have it, folks. This is Digital Diamond Baseball version 11. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.